Hi guys, it's Orla and it's 40 something books, and today I am doing my TBR for October, and I apologise because it's the 9th of October and I don't know when I'm going to get this up and edited, but I know I'm very late. What actually happened to me was I had recorded this, edited it and had it ready to upload, and it was kind of corrupted, so I had to start all over again. And in that time space I kind of changed my TBR as well, so that didn't complicate anything at all, did it now? No. So anyway, I keep laughing at myself, but the first book that we're going to discuss in my TBR is Louis de Bernier's The Dust That Falls from Dreams. And Louis de Bernier wrote Captain Morelli's Mandolin. I didn't read it, I seen the film, but he's a very well-known author, and this is my first ever novel by him. It's a fairly weighty one. This is set just before the breakout of war, and it has to do with two families. One is the very well-off McCosh family, and they have 4 daughters. And Rosie falls in love with an American boy who lives in the neighbourhood, Ashbridge, and also they hang around with another family, which is the Pitt family, and they have sons that go out to fight in the war, as well as Ashbridge, who fights in the war. And this is sort of an epic family saga, and the relationships throughout the years, during the war and just after the war, and it seems very atmospheric and I'm looking forward to reading it. It is by Sanjeev Sahaja. I hope I pronounced that right, I probably didn't. But it is the year of the Runaways, and it was longlisted for the Man Booker Prize. I'm not sure if it got into the shortlist, but it's set around 3 young men, and they leave India and they go to Sheffield in England, and the culture shock of actually living in Sheffield in England is very obvious in the book. But it follows these 3 young men as they try and leave their past behind them and make a better life for themselves while still supporting their families back in India. And I'm looking forward to reading it. It's a big book and it's gotten some good reviews. The third book in my TBR is Tom Holt's In Your Dreams. It's the second of the Paul Carpenter series, and I read The Portable Door last month and really enjoyed it. It's a science fiction sort of book, in the fact that Paul joins a company as a clerk, and he meets this woman and he falls for her, and they discover that the company that they're working for is actually too good to be true, because it's actually run by wizards and goblins, and there's a lot of mayhem that ensues. It was actually quite funny and I'm really looking forward to it. I had to carry it over from my September TBR. It's about 500 pages and I just didn't get around to it, but I'm definitely going to get through it this month, and I hope that just didn't jinx me because my previous books are also 500 pages long and quite big books, so the pages are big. And I find that big books kind of scare me, then I'm not that quick a reader, but hopefully now I'll get this one done. Then for some light reading, I have on my bookmark matches Rebel Belle by Rachel Hawkins, which is about a girl at her homecoming dance, and she's going to be crowned. But anyway, it's kind of like Buffy the Vampire Slayer, in the sense, that's what it reminds me of, that this girl is in a private school and she's the head queen bee, and just at her ball, just before she's about to be crowned, which she's been looking forward to, the janitor comes in and he's nearly dead, and he passes on these supernatural powers to her, and that's all I really know about it. But I love the cover, it's really super cute, and I know there's Miss Mayhem is the second in the series, so I'm reading this, as you can see I've just started it. I'm reading this at night because it's a really light read, and I kind of like to pick up a book last thing at night, and I don't want anything really heavy, and the chapters are kind of short, so it's ideal actually, and it's been fun so far. So that is my October TBR, and hopefully I'll get through them. I'm just looking now, I have 1, 2, 3, 4. I have another book on my Kindle that is actually the second book in Ransom Riggs series, The Hollow City, and if I get through the other books I'm going to try and get through that one as well, because I really enjoyed Miss Peregrine's Home for Peculiar Children, which I've just finished. Anyway, it was really nice talking to you guys, and I hope to see you soon.